You are now tuned in to SureHanded TV.
What up, y'all? It's your girl, Robin the Heart, and we are here in Tallahassee, Florida at DTLR, and I have the lovely Miss Meecah with me. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank
That's
you.
Good.
Thanks for joining us.
Of course, it's an honor. Are you kidding me? This is great.
So, for those of you who aren't on yet, Meecah is an artist. She's a singer. Beautiful voice.
Thank you.
So tell us about your start. How did you get into the singing business?
Absolutely. So I grew up in the church. My dad's a pastor, and there were very few people there. And so I was the choir director, the usher, the everything. So my dad would just kind of throw me up there, and I would start singing, and I just kind of fell in love with it there. Yeah. And just kind of took off.
Nice.
Yeah.
So at what point did you realize this is more than a hobby for you?
I think from the first time that I sang,
really?
Like period, because it's just something about it that when I close my eyes, it's just overwhelming, and I love it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where I was like, I want to do this forever.
Yeah. And how do your parents feel about that?
They're very, very supportive. My dad was a musician. You know, he dabbled in it with the Commodores and stuff. And my mom, she writes poetry and stuff.
Okay.
So, you know, and it's lucrative. So yeah. They're supportive.
So you just have a talented family overall.
Yes, yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Everybody in my family sings or writes or creates.
Nice. So you're originally from Florida,
yes,
correct?
Palm Beach, 568.
Hey. And now you're in New York.
Yes.
Yeah? So how's New York treating you?
It's good. It's cold when it wants to be. It's hot when it wants to be. It's definitely true what they say about it being a concrete jungle, and you know, you kind of have to make do with what you have and kind of make that American dream for yourself. And it's the possibilities and the chances and the opportunities are there, but they're not gonna like come and knock on your door. So I think coming from Palm Beach and just being kind of thrown into that when I was 18 really molded me to be the person I am now. And so New York is very tough, but amazing all at once.
Yeah, and you're making it work.
Yeah, thank God.
Good for you, because I mean, I think that's a lot of what a lot of artists run into, you know, because we all here either have to go to New York or LA.
Right.
So is that saying pretty much the truth?
Right.
That's what it is?
Absolutely. And I think New York more so because I am a musical theater major at Pace, and so Broadway is on my radar. Okay. And I think that Broadway isn't in California, so I love New York because you have Broadway, you have film, you have television, and you have, you know, music. So it's just more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have it all there. Many opportunities. So speaking of Broadway,
right.
I heard that you've made a couple debuts.
Yeah. So there are these events that happen on Broadway. They're like one night only things, just for LGBTQ and just different equity fights, AIDS, all of that. And so I was on Broadway, I guess 4 times, but for 2 different events. And Kristen Chenoweth was one of them. She had my love letter to Broadway, and she asked for a few people to come sing, and I was one of them. And then Cynthia Erivo, she won the Tony for Color Purple and the Grammy for Best New Artist, I think. And she needed some background singers, and we came and we sang for her.
That's amazing.
It was incredible, incredible.
How many people can say I performed on Broadway?
I know.
How many?
I know. I pinch myself every day. It's amazing.
So obviously you are taking the right steps to get where you're trying to be. Like you're making moves. It's not that you're trying to make moves, you're doing it. You're making moves.
Every day, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have your single, Melanated.
Yes.
Tell us the special part of, I mean, your song overall is special, but
Thank
tell
you.
us the key part about what really makes the hat.
Right, so when I got the beat, it was very, it was lit, it was popping, but there was an intro, and I didn't want to add a rapper to it. I only featured one rapper, he's amazing, but I didn't want anybody rapping on the song. So I dug and I said, you know, what do I want to write this song about? And I was like, melanin. So I went on YouTube, like Beyonce, and I just researched and I found this Dr. King speech that like I personally never heard before, and none of my friends ever heard about it. So I was like, this is perfect. And he's talking about Black is beautiful, which is not something that he's ever been promoted like to talk about.
Right.
So I put it on the song, and obviously you have to get clearance. So I emailed the foundation, the family, Mr. Tidwell, thank you so much. And I told him, I said, look, I'm an independent artist. I don't have any money. Like, this is like what it is. And he said, you know, we're willing to put it on the back burner because this song is so amazing and so universal. And I'm going to pay him like later with that negotiation and stuff, but he was just able to forgive that right now, and so it's going to be great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So if you didn't catch that, let me just kind of repeat that for you. So she has, you know, Dr. Martin Luther King speaking on her song, and not only that, she got permission from his family.
Yes.
She got full clearance. That's, once again, that's another thing of how many people can say that they have that. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's absolutely amazing.
Thank you. I'm really happy.
I'm happy for you. You know, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
So, okay, you know, being what your song speaks about, I think that's a huge topic, especially in today's day with a lot of things going on. So being an artist, how do you feel about a lot of, you know, political standpoints? Do you feel it's an artist's job to view their political standpoints, or is it like, no, I'm just an entertainer, that's not what I'm here for?
I think that, I guess there are two sides of the spectrum, and it's like, as an artist, what do you choose to do? Some people choose to go away and, you know, just say, I'm going to, you know, motivate through my music, and some people say, you know, I'm going to go also be a protester. I personally feel my voice is best used at the table, so I write and I influence through my music, and, you know, I do protest sometimes when my vocal cords will let me. And, you know, I just really try my best to be a great human being and be kind to everybody. That's just the best thing that I can do, because at the end of the day, politics are just politics, and you're never going to ever get 100% your way. And so the best thing you can do is really just love. So that's kind of my standpoint on it.
Yeah. I mean, you have a standpoint, which is
absolutely
good. Some people, they seem oblivious to everything that's going on. And I get it. Some people want to stay away from controversy, but sometimes it's like, you know, what's the saying? Stand for something or fall for nothing, or anything. You know, so that's great that you're using your voice, and that I'm sure you're, you know, inspiration for a lot of young people, a lot of young women especially, and, you know, we need a lot of that because there's a lot of negativity. Absolutely. It's incredible the response that I've had. It's only been out for a month, and people just research or contact me about the songs that, you know, they've heard, and they said this one really uplifts, because Melanated is about people with melanin. It's not necessarily specifically targeted to Black people. It's for people of color, and people of color have had those experiences that, you know, they need to feel justified for, you know, having those experiences, and they need to have an outlet. And so many people, it warms my heart, because so many people just come out and say, you know, this song really got me through today. You know, our president kind of did something that really bothered me today, and I don't know how I'm going to function. And, you know, your Martin Luther King's Black is Beautiful made me feel like it's okay. I wrote this song because I was bullied. Colorism is a thing, and so when I would, you know, get bullied about my dark skin, I didn't have a song like Melanated to turn to, you know? So I kind of just wanted to do that for me and for other people. Well, that's beautiful. Thank you. Good for you. So, and you just dropped your EP in September, New Moon Rising? Yes. Okay, so what can we expect? What's on there? It's a lot of things. A lot of fast songs, a lot of slow songs. It's only 5 songs, but just my story and who I am as a person, and, you know, what I like to do. Turn Up is a big party song. Higher was a song about, I was in an abusive relationship, and that's about that. Melanated obviously is about being empowered. Apology is like a letter to God, and just you get an idea of who I am. Nice. Okay, so where can we find that at? Anywhere that music is sold, online, distribution through TuneCore, so Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, everywhere. Okay, so again, New Moon Rising, check that out. And do you have anything else upcoming? Any other projects you're working on? Any performances we need to look for? Yeah, just stay tuned on my Instagram and on my website, because I am having more stops on my homecoming tour, and different colleges in upstate New York and stuff, and so they will be on my page. Okay, what is your page? So my Instagram, all my social media is Meecah, M-E-E-C-A-H, and my website is meecah.com. Perfect. And we, again, thank you for being here. Absolutely. Looking forward to see everything that you have coming, and I'm, you know, proud to see what you already accomplished. You already accomplished so much. Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. This is so much fun. So make sure you're checking out for Meecah. Make sure you're keeping it locked with me, Robin the Heart, at robintheheart.com, and make sure you're shopping at DTLR. Y'all haters be tripping.